The Bible is one of the most widely read and studied books in human history. It covers a vast array of subjects, from divine laws to personal morality, history to prophecy, poetry to parable. But hidden within its sacred pages lies a surprising and often overlooked detail. There is only one dog breed explicitly mentioned by name in the entire Bible, the Greyhound. While many animals are referenced, lions, lambs, doves, serpents, dogs are rarely portrayed in a positive light. Yet the Greyhound is not only named, but included in a list of majestic and powerful beings in the book of Proverbs. This curious mention opens the door to a deeper exploration. Why the Greyhound? What does this tell us about biblical symbolism, ancient culture, and perhaps something even more profound about character and virtue? Number 1. Biblical context. Dogs in Scripture. In general, dogs in the Bible are not portrayed favorably. Across both the Old and New Testaments, dogs are often associated with uncleanliness, danger, or disgrace. In 1 Kings 14:11, dogs are foretold to consume the dead of Jeroboam's house, a sign of divine judgment. In Philippians 3:2, Paul warns, "Beware of dogs," using the term to describe false teachers. In Matthew 15:26, Jesus refers to Gentiles as dogs in a metaphorical exchange. These examples show a common cultural association of dogs with the margins of society, scavengers rather than companions. This makes the reference in Proverbs 30:39-31 all the more striking. Instead of disgust, this particular dog is spoken of with admiration. Number 2. Proverbs 30:39-31, a closer look. Let's examine the key passage from the King James Version, KJV. There be 3 things which go well, yea, 4 are comely in going. A lion which is strongest among beasts, and turneth not away for any. A greyhound, a he-goat also, and a king, against whom there is no rising up. In this poetic list, the author highlights 4 beings who are comely in going, graceful and admirable in the way they move. Alongside the lion, he-goat, and king, we find the greyhound. This inclusion signals something deeply symbolic. The greyhound is presented not as a mere animal, but as a creature embodying majesty, composure, and purposeful motion. Number 3. Translation and interpretation. Why greyhound? The original Hebrew phrase translated as greyhound in the KJV is zarzir mothnayim, literally girded loins. This has led to various interpretations. Some translations, such as the NIV and ESV, interpret the phrase as a rooster or strutting warrior. The KJV translators, however, chose greyhound to capture the image of a creature whose physical posture, slim waist, strong legs, and elegant stride, reflected the meaning of girded loins. This translation decision wasn't arbitrary. In 17th century England, when the King James Bible was produced, greyhounds were already known as noble, graceful, and elite animals, often associated with royalty and hunting. Their appearance in this verse likely mirrors a timeless appreciation of poised strength. Number 4. Symbolism of the greyhound: speed, grace, and control. Why might the greyhound be considered comely in going? Several reasons stand out. Speed. Greyhounds are among the fastest land animals, capable of reaching speeds up to 45 miles per hour. But unlike other fast animals, they sprint in silence and stop with control. Grace. Their gait is elegant, almost effortless. Watching a greyhound move feels like watching a dance, smooth, calculated, and fluid. Control. Unlike scavenger dogs that bark, jump, or attack erratically, greyhounds are known for their calm temperament and focused energy. In a biblical context, especially Proverbs, a book full of symbolic moral instruction, these qualities take on deeper meaning. The greyhound doesn't win by brute force or loudness. It wins by precision, discipline, and intentional movement. Number 5. Ancient cultural significance of greyhounds. The reverence for the greyhound goes beyond the Bible. In ancient Egypt, greyhound-like dogs were depicted in tombs as companions of royalty and symbols of loyalty and strength. In Greece and Rome, greyhounds were bred for hunting and often considered status symbols. In medieval and Renaissance Europe, only nobility were permitted to own greyhounds, further reinforcing their elite status. This historical context helps explain why the King James translators would choose greyhound to capture the poetic image in Proverbs. The breed represented refined power, graceful dominance, and quiet confidence, all traits admired in leaders and rulers. Number 6. Spiritual meaning and modern application. From a spiritual perspective, the greyhound's inclusion among lions and kings sends a powerful message. It reminds us that strength is not always loud. Leadership doesn't always roar. Dignity can be expressed in silence, grace, and purposeful motion. The greyhound walks with confidence, not arrogance. It moves swiftly, but with direction. It embodies the kind of self-controlled, disciplined elegance that biblical wisdom so often praises. In a world obsessed with shouting to be heard, maybe the greyhound teaches us to lead with presence, not noise. Conclusion. Why it matters. The Bible's mention of the greyhound is brief, just a single line, yet it speaks volumes. It challenges us to look beyond appearances, to question why certain details, no matter how small, are preserved in sacred text, and to see that even in the ancient world, people recognized beauty not just in power, but in how that power is carried. The greyhound may be the only breed named in the Bible, but it earns that place not by chance, but by what it represents: speed, grace, purpose, dignity, qualities we can all aspire to, even today. If you found this as surprising and insightful as we did, hit the like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more biblical mysteries and hidden wisdom.